everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap, and I have, I just received 7 of these. This is the Stephenson's Foaming Bath Whip, I believe, and I had a couple videos that I did with this trying to pipe it, which was a disaster, but it was fun. And what I did is I do read your comments, and actually one of the subscribers said that when you use like the hand mixer, and they were right, you could really burn up your hand mixer because this is pretty thick. I don't know if you can see this. I have approximately 1 pound of this in this mixing bowl for my old KitchenAid. I think it's a KitchenAid. Anyway, so this is going to be just a really basic recipe, but because I have so much of this, expect more of these videos with different recipes. All the recipes will be on the website, which is listed below, but it's koalasoap.com. And so what we're going to do is I have 1 pound in here, nothing else is in here, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to let it go for 10 minutes. I'm not going to touch it. I just don't want to destroy my hand mixer because I really like it. And but you can. So if you want to use a hand mixer, by all means. I also have Crafter's Choice coming, and that one's it's not as thick as this. And so that one I feel comfortable using a hand held on, but you still have to do it for about 10 minutes. To me, it seems like I have to do it for about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get this going, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been going on now probably for about 6 to 8 minutes. I went ahead and stopped it real quick. I don't know if you'll be able to see how much it's changed. It's really fluffy. But right now is the time I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of color and some of my fragrance. For this amount, there's already preservative in this particular product. So I feel I could actually put more. I'm only going to put 4 mLs. I use this, and I'm using Monkey Farts, which I haven't used in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tail green in there. You don't really need a lot. You don't need this to be a dark green or anything like that. So I'm just going to put some tail green in there. And ideally you want to fold it in. If I can get my hand in there. Oh, it's really nice. Oops, look, see? There you go. Okay, but I have it folded in there a little bit. I actually had to have a second spatula because what you have to do sometimes is actually stop and scrape the sides, which I'm doing right now, and then use the other one to help you. This is staying at home. These are not going to anyone but family. Right now, just because we're just not going there with that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this for another 3 minutes, and I'm doing it kind of at a medium. So here we go. Okay, this is done, and you can see how fluffy it is. So the next thing we're going to do, if you remember my last videos, my piping was absolutely atrocious. It's gotten a little, very little bit better, but it's a little bit better. I'm using a 1M only because it's a little bit bigger as far as this opening goes. Just 'cause this is so thick. This soap is nice, and it really does feel nice. So what I do is I just grab my piping bag, and I know everyone does it differently. I just kind of see where that end is right there, and then I cut around like that. I just leave a little mark, and then I pull up, and I can see where I've already cut a little bit, and then I just finish the cut. Now I'm not going to pipe this whole thing, but I will show you several of the ones I've done. on camera here. These like to move around, so what I was doing was I was actually putting them down with a little piece of tape, but this silicone mat seems to help a little bit too. So the puppies are getting rambunctious. I can hear them in the background, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my stuff here and then just let you watch. Okay, I just did 2 of them. I have more. These are 4 ounces, by the way. Smells great. Is lovely. This, again, I'll show you, is nice. You need a little bit of it. So this is going to last, you know, when you take your shower, you're just going to do a little bit, and then it is so nice and thick and smells wonderful. I am going to be doing more with this. I'm going to be adding oils and stuff like that. I just wanted to let you guys know that these make great Christmas gifts. But also, I think at Candle Science, at the time of making this video, I think a 2-pound tub of that is like $13.99. I don't know what the shipping is, but if you go on Etsy, and you could see what some people are selling just the 4 ounces for. If you're going to do that, I would sell the 8 ounces. It's just, I think that's what people want to buy, because these are somewhat expensive. Now, I did make this one, I don't know, probably a week ago, and it's been banged around in our cabinet and all that, and you can see it's lasted wonderfully. So this one's a week old. Now again, there's no preservatives that are needed, but you have to be careful how much additives. So once you start going over a certain percentage, I think it's 2%, then you need to maybe add a preservative in there on top of the preservative that's already in here. But this is a really simple recipe that you can do. And before I forget, one thing that I could do, I don't know if you guys remember these shavings from the confetti soap. These colors match perfectly, so if I wanted to, I could sprinkle these on top of here. You know, it's just it as part of the, I don't know, the decoration. So you can do that too. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be seeing you next week. Happy Thanksgiving. I played bingo today, so this video is a little late because I won though at bingo, which was awesome. But yeah, I was a little detained. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good day.